can't stop.
Hi, I'm Noah Wilson from iHollywood TV, and our next guest was with one of the hottest boy band groups, Big Time Rush. His debut album, How I Like It, dropped this year. He's even being honored with an award at the Awareness Film Festival. Please welcome James Maslow, joining us through Skype to be a part of our Skype sessions. What's up, James?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
It's great to have you on. This is like first Skype interview ever.
Yeah, it is.
Skype.
I dig it. I'm just sitting in my kitchen.
This is great. Isn't this how you want to do all your interviews? You can do them right from home.
Honestly, it's the greatest. Although, sorry I had to reschedule. As I told you, I literally didn't have internet until yesterday afternoon, so I'm just moving back into my place in Venice. But we're here. We're here now, and it works.
We're here, and it works. It's crazy what the tech world can bring us today. So, first off, congratulations on being honored by receiving the Awareness Spotlight Award this weekend at the Awareness Film Festival. You're shining a light on the tragic social issue, sex trafficking, through your music and with the organization Mission Save Her. So, being honored with this award, James, how does it make you feel to know you're helping save girls from sex trafficking?
I mean, I'm really just getting going with Mission Save Her, and it's always a strange thing to be honored for doing something that I want to do anyways, but of course I appreciate it. What I like the most about it is it's going to just give me that much bigger of a spotlight, no pun intended, on the work that I'm trying to do and we're trying to do with Mission Save Her. So it was technically the first of a music video I put out. I did it to an acoustic version of Cry that I created specifically for this charity, and but this is a really, really cool way to start for me.
Yes, well, I mean, I like that you are taking part in helping in something that is good. And Mission Save Her, it really is such an incredible organization. So, kind of explain to our audience, how did you get involved with this organization?
So my buddy Reggie Benjamin, who's a big Bollywood star, he started this with Eric Benet, and very shortly after that brought me on board because we want another board member to come on that has yet a different demographic. So I think between the three of us, we touch a lot of different parts of the world just based on our fan base. And we said, why can't we bring these together, unify them underneath one great cause? And all of us have experienced in our own ways, have seen just how horrific sex trafficking and human trafficking is today. I think really particularly shocked me when I realized that one of the biggest hubs is right out of San Diego, where I'm from, and Los Angeles, where I live right now, realizing this is not just a third world issue. This is happening at home where we all live. And so I jumped on board, and the first thing that made sense for me to do is to use my music and my platform to help spread the message. And that's why I created Cry Acoustic, and that's why I did the music video in conjunction with Mission Save Her.
This song is on your debut album, How I Like It, and boy, do we like that album. We love that album. It is a great album. It is your first debut album. So, what are you most proud of about your first debut album? Because, I mean, you have some incredible songs on this album.
You know, I have been writing for most of my life, but especially in the past several years, even before we had kind of ended BTR, I was writing for my own project, knowing that eventually I wanted to do that. That was always my goal. But none of it ever felt right. And part of what I changed for this album, part of what I'm most proud about this album, is that I actually learned to engineer and produce a lot more so that I could actually control how the track itself and the music helped the top line. And for anybody who doesn't know how music works, there's generally somebody who's working on the track stuff, which is the instrumentals and production in the box. And then there's other people who kind of just do lyric and melody. And so a lot of my life I had been doing just lyric and melody, and then just realized I was not going to be able to create the overall sound that I wanted without being, affecting the other side. So my boy Doug Makuto, who I did most of the album with, is instrumental, no pun intended, with helping to work on my engineering skills and producing this album. And I'm just proud that every single song was not only written but produced, but myself and Doug, or my boy, the Hilarious Brothers. So I mean, I think that's probably the thing that I'm most proud of this, and it's inspired me to become that much better of an engineer. So everything moving forward, for the most part, I'm actually engineering as well.
James, you're so talented, dude. I mean, you really are. I mean, you just amaze me with how talented you are. And you've been doing a lot of really incredible things. Like, you were recently Macys Rising Star. What? At the iHeartRadio's Music Festival. I mean, I saw you out there performing. It looks like you're having a fun time on the stage.
My favorite place in the world is when I'm on stage performing.
Uh,
And so what a great way to, essentially my first performance in the U.S. First big one was on, the T-Mobile stage, the same stage as Weekend and Coldplay. I mean, what an amazing opportunity, what an honor. So thank you guys so much, everybody who voted for me and helped me win this year's Rising Star. Y'all are amazing. It was a dream.
Speaking about other great things you're doing, you recently released some behind-the-scenes footage for your first music video, Who Knows? So I want to know some details, like how was it like being on set filming? I mean, it looks like you were having a really good time.
It was so much fun. Well, kind of like the music with the music video. I'm doing this all independently. So it is such a different experience than last time where the label hired a director and creator and gave us a bunch of different ideas and we just said yes or no. Nothing happens in my world with music unless I actually create it from inception. So with Who Knows, I went back and forth on which video I can do first, and this one just made the most sense on a bunch of reasons, but also because the creative that I came up with was something I could shoot relatively easily compared to some of the bigger songs like So Bad or Addicted, where I'd need a much bigger budget. So I think that we created a beautiful, what I hope is going to be just cinematic and heartbreaking and fun music video that we're editing right now, and hope in the next couple weeks I'll be getting out there.
We're gonna take a couple of Twitter questions that they have to ask you. So, and by the way, James, these Twitter handles, they're showing their love for you because they have your first and last name in these handles. So they love you. All right, so I guess it's Nicole Maslow says, if you could turn any of your song into a movie, which would you choose?
Let's see. I feel like if So Bad were a movie, it'd be very like 50 Shades of Grey. Fairy Tale I think could be fun because as much as I'm putting together a slate of projects. I actually have several movies coming out either end of this year or top of next year, namely Bachelor Lions, which I'm excited about. But a lot of these are getting more into the vein of the action films that I've been wanting to make since I was a little kid. And as cool and as fun as that is, I feel like Fairy Tale could be like a fun rom-com. I feel like Fairy Tale would be like a sexier, a little more adult version of a rom-com, and that could be cool. So yeah, maybe that.
Yes. Oh my God. Any movie company listening? Hey, get in touch with James. Let's make it happen. All right. At Maddie1018 says, what type of music did you listen to when you were younger? I thought this would be very interesting to hear your response.
Right, that's a cool question. Growing up in San Diego, I listened to a lot more alternative and then rock. I mean, I listened to everything from Sublime to Jack Johnson, just acoustic kind of beachy tunes. And then I was singing in choirs and even singing in opera. So I just had such a strange combination of music, but that's kind of how it is today with me as well, even though it's a little bit of a different combination. It's more electronic music like Madeon and Porter Robinson and Solomon with even a little bit of country and still some pop music, because that's what my world is. So it's still a strange mix, but it's part of the reason that I became a musician, is that I found so many different genres of music interesting and fascinating. And it's also part of the reason that there's really not a specific genre in my first album, because I like all sorts of music. So I did kind of a taste to electronic with a couple songs and a taste to acoustic with a couple more. And just a starting point, man. I think every artist is the same way. And sometimes labels want you to sound like one thing, but if I'm going to buy an album, I don't want to hear 12 of the same songs. I want to hear 12 different songs. So yeah, that's what I grew up listening to, and that's what I do now.
That makes me just want to ask you real quick before we ask just two more of these fan questions. Like, when you say genre of music, like, do you ever think that you would do country, like a little country pop music in your...
It's funny. I have a friend of mine, Savannah, who's very into country music, and she keeps sending me these tracks. Like, what's my phone on me? His name Luke Chris. I'm blank. I want to say the wrong name right now, but like she's basically trying to show me like, yo, these are technically country artists, but I'm listening to these songs. I'm like, no, these are pop songs. So country's really crossing over.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think it could be fun. It could be fun to dabble and go in the other way, like still taking a pop track but throwing in something that's a little bit more country. I might try that in the near future in the studio.
At Mel Maslow 16 says, what's one thing you're scared of?
I I don't know if scared's the right word because like it depends on my mood, but I really am not a fan of spiders. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Oh, I hate them.
If there's somebody in the room who's more scared than me, then like the dude side of me will step up and go like, "No worries, I got it." But, like deep down inside, I'm crying. So,
Like, oh yeah, spider. I don't know. Oh gosh. All right, last one at you Maslow fan clubs. This is a really good one to end it because Halloween is coming up, and I want to know. Everyone wants to know. Who are you going to be for Halloween this year? Because she wants to know which will be your costume for this year's Halloween.
good question. I haven't put enough thought into it yet. I did hear I might be in London for Halloween. So if I'm there, I don't know if that's going to affect who I'm going to be. For example, like I've been Austin Powers in the past, and that's a great costume in the States. But if you go to the UK, I don't know if that's as good of a choice. I'm not sure. I mean, Harry Styles was basically wearing the costume that I wore several years ago on stage at iHeart. So I'm just saying, I think it's a difference in taste. So if I go over there, maybe it'll be like Tom Cruise from Top Gun.
Oh, that's a good one. You could pull that off. I mean, because y'all have like the same hair color and yeah. Oh, yeah. Go with Tom Cruise. I think that'd be a good one. James, thank you so much for coming on our show. Best of luck at the Awareness Film Festival. And make sure to go get his album. It's out now. How I Like It.
Right on. Later, guys.
All right. Bye.
I can't stop.